There we go. Welcome, friends. I am so thrilled to welcome my friend Robert Coxon today. Hey, Robert, welcome.
Hi, Kimberly. It feels great to be here after so many years.
It's been so long.
Yeah, it really has.
And over the years we've been finding ways to connect in between. And so I remember that first time was at that oh, that's the problem. And over the years we've been
Was it
finding
at the? I think wasn't it at the American Booksellers Convention in Chicago?
it was. It
I
was.
remember. I remember that very well. Because at the same time in the hotel we were staying in, they were doing the tryouts for the NBA. You know, the basketball, and these guys were twice as high as me. You know, it was amazing. But that, yeah, I remember meeting you there, and you did uh, little channel or a little reading for me, and you gave me. You had just come out with your cards, with your angel blessing cards, and you gave me the musician one. I still have that here, you know.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful. I remember that you were in the lobby playing that beautiful big grand piano.
yeah, yeah. I guess so. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was.
Yeah. Your
Wow.
music has been the soundtrack to my life.
Oh, thank you. May I quote you on that?
You can. You
Sure.
can. I have used more of your music to more of my meditations than I can even remember.
Wow.
So you play the most beautiful, not only healing music, but soul connecting music that helps us feel at one with our holy self. And you succeeded that so beautifully.
Thank you. That's the whole point, to not just to play music to entertain. We're not creating music just to entertain people. Sometimes you need to entertain them a bit to draw them into it. Um, as an example, when I did the music for 6 seasons of a program called How It's Made on the Discovery Channel,
I love that
and
show. I
and
didn't know
that's
why
it.
it's your music.
Yeah, well, sometimes it is, but it's a totally different music. It's very electronic and lots of rhythm and action. But I never told the producers this, but I always put in that essence of helping people to feel better and to open up a bit. So that's in there. That's in that music, even though it's movement and all sorts of things. Yeah, very important.
Well, you've got some other fans here. Pat says, "Yes, I enjoy and love Robert's music. Thank you."
Thank you, Pat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have also been the music for Cryon.
Oh, for so many years. I think I've been doing music for Cryan for, I think it's 22 years. Yeah, it must be that, at least 22, 23. Yeah. All over the world. And um, you mentioned someone's from Lithuania, was it? Yeah.
Eugenia. She says
S
basketball is the religion of Lithuania.
Well, I got very close. I got to Latvia. But actually, during COVID, I was supposed to be going to Lithuania and Russia because I'm doing things now with someone called Alexander Menshikov, who's Russian from St. Petersburg. And with COVID, everything messed up. And then, of course, with the Ukraine thing, that even messed up even more. But we're going to get there. Yeah, we're going to get there. So come and
We
see us.
we had a prayer reading yesterday. We have a prayer cycle called "Bring the People Back to My Love" Rosary for the Children of Light. And
Beautiful.
one of our Lithuanian people, our Reverend Danuta, has angel school in Lithuania and also teaches in Latvia and Russia.
Oh, wow.
So yesterday we had, I think, six Earth Angels, three from Lithuania, three from Latvia, and then the one from Russia
Hmm.
reading in the three languages
Beautiful.
was really, really touched my heart deeply.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. So beautiful.
Hmm.
So these are people who understand angels. And,
Yes. Yes.
someone mentioned earlier about how beautiful this studio is that I work in.
Hmm.
Maybe I should just tell them very shortly how we
Tell the
ended up being
story.
here.
Tell the story.
Um,
Yes.
I presume most of you have heard of Archangel Gabriel. I'm just joking there. I know you all have. But when I met my partner, Lily, I was living in Montreal, and I had just moved out of a 9 room house to an apartment near the airport because my daughters all moved out. And then Lily came into my life from, she's Mexican, but she was in Spain then. And when we decided to live together, she said, "We can't live here. There's half a tree outside." And so we started looking for places, but we couldn't find something appropriate for us. And we were doing a lot of touring, traveling. So we asked one of our guides, Gabriel, to help us. And the next day, one of my daughters, Tia, she sends an email, says, "Check this out." It was a link to a website, and there was a house that was advertised there, but it was outside of Montreal. It was an hour north, on top of a ski mountain. So we decided to go and see it, and we got there, and we looked at it, and you go inside, and it's cathedral ceilings, which is fantastic for my grand piano. And then we see the main room up on the next level, and has cathedral ceilings, and this is what you're looking at now. And so we really wanted the place, and the people that were there advertising it, we said, well, we'll think about it. Then we got out of there, and we realized we had asked Archangel Gabriel to help us. This mountain is called Mount Gabriel, Mount Gabriel. And so we thought, well, let's ask for another sign from the universe if we should actually move all the way out from Montreal to here. So we went to this little gourmet restaurant in the village, a friend of mine owns, and we sit down, and the waiter comes over and says, "Good evening, my name is Gabriel." So this was this was another sign that, well, maybe we should be taking this place. So we came back a week later, and the people that were there said, "What kind of work do you two do?" They thought something was weird was going on, because they said, we had tons and tons of people coming to see this place because it's on top of a mountain in the forest, and there's animals everywhere. It's just, it's perfect. Tons of people coming. After you two came, no one came and looked at the place. So Archangel Gabriel was holding it for us. So here we are now. We've been here, I think, 7, 8 years now.
Oh,
And
beautiful.
it's beautiful, yeah. So just by connecting, and I guess telling the universe what you really want, being specific. What do you want? That's how I met Lily. I got specific. I actually sat down and wrote out a list of the qualities I felt I wanted to attract to me in as a partner. And Lily turned up at the event in Spain, at an event in Barcelona. But backing up 3, 4 months before that, her guides, which would include Gabriel and Michael and Merlin and many others, told her that she was going to be, doing things with music. And she said, "I don't know anything about music." And they said, "Don't worry, things will happen." And I actually came to her in a dream and said to her, she didn't see my face, but she heard my voice saying to her, "Don't worry, I'll be there soon." And then she was doing things on the internet, and it kept popping up this ad for a cryon event in Barcelona, and she'd never heard of cryon and never heard of me. And it was suggested that she go to that. And then they said, "Oh, by the way, you need to go to Robert Coxon's workshop." So she ended up in Barcelona, and when I came out on stage, took the microphone and started talking, then she connected and realized this was the guy in my dream. And of course, she didn't like that idea so much because, she sees me on stage and with what she thought was this ego personality. But it really wasn't. That was just how I was on stage with the people. But then all sorts of synchronicities happened. When you listen, when you start listening, you really listen, then you get into the synchronicity of not just your life, but everything, because it's like this puzzle that everything fits together, and then things happen, and that's how we got together.
Oh,
So,
beautiful.
yeah. And being up here is great for the music. I look out the window. There's a squirrel on the branch of that big maple tree there. And it's all just so beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah.
lovely. So, speaking of squirrels and maple trees, we were also talking about the importance of grounding.
Yes,
And
we were.
and
Yeah.
you have a beautiful song for us, a soul masterpiece. You write soul masterpieces, and you have one that is very grounding to Mother Earth. Do you want to tell us
Hmm.
about that one?
Yes. First of all, Soul Masterpiece. I won't elaborate on that. Just go to my website, robertcoxon.com, and it explains everything about Soul Masterpieces. But basically, that's me channeling a piece of music specifically for you when you send me your photograph, and connect through the photograph. And but the whole point of the music is to bring through something that's going to help you wherever you are in your life, on your path right now. It could have to do with health. It could have to do with abundance, with love, with anything, absolutely anything, where the music will be the catalyst to, because the music is not going to do it for you. That never happens. The music is going to be the catalyst to help you step into your own power, because you do everything. You do your own healing, you create your own life. Everything else is a catalyst for that. So, besides doing it on the personal level, we do it on the corporate level. And we've had really good good feedback from that. I remember doing one for a restaurant. They didn't have many people in the restaurant, and they were trying to get the thing going. It was a little gourmet restaurant, and so we did the music for them. And then I remember 6 months later coming in and said, "We have too many people here now. It's." So I said, "Do you want me to do one so you get less people?"
No, no.
um, but we were called on to do one for uh, this amazing resort in Mexico. It's considered to be one of the five top resorts in the world. And the problem was the conquistadors built they built this resort on top of sacred Mayan land, where burial sites and that, and they were having all sorts of weird things happening, crazy things. And so they asked me to create the music, and Lily, my partner, to create the sacred codes that go with it. And so we did that for them. And I'm not going to play the whole piece through here. I'm going to play part of it because I want to get into channeling for you. Um, but what it does, it grounds you. And if you listen to the whole piece, it's basically before there were any humans there, what was the energy of the ground, of Mother Earth there? And then if you listen to the whole piece, you're going to hear um, the native flutes come in, the native instruments. And then you're going to hear a hint of the Spanish coming in. Then you're going to hear the and them trying to take over. But what I did was blend the Mayan music with the Spanish music together, so that it's not pushing one out of the way or the other of the way. It's blending in a harmony. So there's a synergy there created of synchronicity and beauty and peace. I'll play the first part of it. Then I may end up floating into something else. Who knows?
Who knows?
So you can watch my hands or you can close your eyes. I'm not going to go anywhere. Okay.
Namaureani Nassau me Narani Nassau Amau Yashi Namuriana Narashi Nola Hosaurina
Oh, I forget how much I love hearing you play live.
Well,
Oh,
you're an inspiration there. You all are.
thank you. Thank you. So that last part was one of my favorites, coming home.
Coming home is, I've seen a lot of healings happen with that. Like playing live.
Hmm.
I remember this was in Philadelphia. It was a crying event. And as soon as I finished that piece, this man jumped up and said, "I've been healed."
Well,
And
that's fun.
and so I didn't go on to the next piece because I was curious, and maybe other people would be. And he explained that he had had uh, ringing in the ears, tinnitus, for 10 years, and it hadn't gone away at all. During that piece of music, it went away completely.
Wonderful.
And so later on, when I was signing autographs, he and his wife came and bought a whole bunch of albums, and she explained why his hearing was so important for him because he was legally blind. So they took the albums and went home, and 6 months later, Lee Carroll was doing a small at-home event in the area, and they turned up at it. So Lee told me that the news was that the ringing in the ears never came back, and which was cool, So it wasn't just a one-time thing. But then 6 months after that, Lee went back and did another little one, and he came and reported to me that the man wasn't blind anymore.
Wow.
Yes, that was kind of cool.
That's pretty amazing.
Um, yeah, but the music helps you to get into your who you really are, the real you. The real you there is not sick. The real you is perfection of the universe. So it opens you up to all those possibilities and going beyond all the garbage that you're hearing from everyone else. Well, that's impossible. That's impossible. Um, Everything's possible. Absolutely everything. And the music helps so much. Yeah.
Robert, you've made a study of the science of healing through music. And you have had some pretty incredible experiences of healing through the power of the music that you create.
Yeah.
And one of those is you have another song you're going to do for us, which is Turisane. And,
Torisane. Yeah.
and you have some really interesting science that goes with that.
Well, I a year and a half ago I scored the music for a movie called The One Field. And that movie it has, all the top scientists and all the top spiritual people who are actually working in the field, what we call the field or the yeah, the field out there, multidimensional field, the quantum field, if you want to say. And one of the scientists there is a British scientist, John Stuart Reid, and he specializes in acoustics, and he does experiments, scientific experiments, and he wrote me and asked me if I could send him some music because he had already done an experiment with the piece called "Be You Be Love," and he wanted some other music, so I sent him actually a choice of two or three pieces. And this one wasn't an instrumental piece. It was a piece I wrote with words. And the words are actually channeled light language that Lily did. And they're very significant about, opening up and that. And so she gives me these words, and I got to write songs to it, and but the interesting thing using light language, when you're singing that, you don't have a lot of baggage because, so many words in our language, we have baggage with that. Even the word love or the word healing or the word anything, it's For some people, it's very positive. For others, it's very negative. So with the light language, it's at level, but the meanings in each sound are so multi-layered. It's multi-dimensional words, you know. So I put the music together, and the version sent him, it has 550 people singing it. There's a couple of solos on there. There's my daughter Tia singing the second solo. The first solo was her partner Audrey, who's a professional singer too. And so I sent him the music, and he took a vial of human blood, and he told me that this blood was already quite old, so a lot of the cells were dying or dead already. And in a special machine, he measures how many red blood cells are in a milliliter of blood, and it came out to 210,000 cells. And then he put the music in a Faraday cage, which is, it's like a microwave sort of, you know, but it's just to keep everything outside influences away. And he has a speaker in there, and he plays this piece of music for the blood for 20 minutes on a loop. And then he takes that blood and measures it again in this special machine to count how many red blood cells are there. So there's not 210,000 now alive ones, there's 710,000. In other words, the ones that were dead were raised from the dead. Those really, wow, when I heard that, you know. So that music is actually up on my website, and if you want the real explanation, on my website there's a section called the Coxon effect, and then on that there's a page for the science, and on that science page there's a video that has to do with those red blood cells. But if you scroll down to the very bottom of the page, the piece there is Turisane, and you can go and listen to that anytime and just bathe yourself in it. You know, it's the type of thing that I could suggest listening to every morning when you get up, because I know that it works on the red blood cells, which is kind of cool for COVID, because a lot of people are having trouble with the lungs with the COVID, and that's the red blood cells bringing the oxygen throughout the body. But I know it does so much more. So we could actually play this, and we could put the words up.
Could we please?
Yeah, and the interesting thing with these things that I write, it's not like the words keep changing throughout the whole piece. It's not like 20 different verses. It's almost like a mantra a bit. You know, there's changes in it, but it's easy to sing the words. So would you like to do this?
Oh, yes. Oh,
okay.
Yes.
Let's put the words up here.
And I see lots of smiles in our people. They're saying yes, yes.
Okay, I don't know who's putting the words up. If it's you
Pablo's
or
got
Pablo
this.
is good.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, let me just adjust this. Here we go.
that was fun.
Yes, yes, it was.
Is there any kind of translation for the meaning of the words? Besides,
Pablo can tell you better than me.
okay.
Pablo, are you there? Pablo?
Yes, I'm here.
Can you explain the words for that at all? Do you remember them?
Well, a little bit like when you sing this song, the words are in like language, so it's not a translation for that, but there is conceptual. So the songs, the song is working in the rebirth of everything, and also let the joy arrive to your life, and also let go the anger and be more happier.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how it felt.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pablo. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it felt.
Pablo knows all this because he's like Lily's right hand partner for all her work she does, and he's amazing. Yeah.
So
Thank you, Pablo.
Eugenia says that in Lithuanian, turi means you have,
Really?
and uli is ancient name for a girl.
Oh, wow.
Ule, ule, beautiful. I love how connected everything is.
You know,
It was very easy for me to sing together because I was just reading.
are
Thank
you the
you.
one from Lithuania?
Mhm.
Yes, I am.
Oh, well, I hope to see you there next year.
Oh, it will be a honor and pleasure to receive you here and to listen to your music. You're welcome.
I will be there with, the plan is to be there with Alexander Menchikov. I don't know if you know his work, but check out his website. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's in
When
Russian. I'm
when are you
sure you speak
going?
Russian.
Right? When are you going?
We don't know yet. We have
Okay.
to
Okay.
see what's going on everywhere else. Right
If
now,
you need any
he's
help,
out.
please.
Pardon?
If you need any help, let me
Oh,
know through Shirley. If you
oh,
need any
thank you.
support.
Yeah, thank you very much.
I
Thank
can
you.
connect you. Thank you. Thank you, Eugenia.
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
connect you. Yeah.
Wow. It's interesting how um, we've been finding out that this light language that Lily brings through, um, people understand it that speak very ancient languages, such as Hebrew, Sanskrit, um, Quechuan, which is the language of the Andes Mountains. And they understand so many of the words. And it's interesting that some of the Latvian words there are coming through because just what she said of what did she say about you are? Is that what it?
Let me get the chat back up again.
Yeah.
I can say, well, it is Lithuanian, and actually Lithuanian language is the people who are studying old philology, they are studying a little bit of Lithuanian because it's the closest to the ancient Sanskrit language.
Oh, really?
Yes, and
Very.
that's why I'm also touched because you have been saying literally turi. It means like turi. It means you have. So it was turi, and then blah blah blah. And there was a couple of times that there was ule. I have a friend who has a girl. She named Ule is ancient name of for Lithuanian girl. So you have ule, and in the middle another maybe word which I'm sure it has a meaning. So it's a
Right.
big coincidence, but or maybe not.
Wow. That's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, everything's connected.
Everything is so connected.
But you only see it once you're connected. You know? If you're never connected, you don't. You think that's crazy, but no, but you're given more when you're ready to understand. You're given more information, and that's what's coming through. Yeah.
I feel that connectedness so much in your music. When you're playing, I can feel that we are all one. I feel everyone on the call. one of the gifts I've received is the gift to be able to feel everyone who will ever listen to this in the future.
Mm,
So
thank you.
outside of time and space, I can thank Metatron for that,
Yeah.
helping me to be present outside of time and space. And so from that perspective, everyone who will ever gather with us in this now moment is here now,
Exactly. Exactly.
and we can feel them all.
Yeah. Yeah. And actually, in November, we don't have the dates fixed yet, but Alexander Menchikov and I are doing together a program. It'll be a 5-part program. 5 different days, like modules, short modules, not all day each day, and it'll be love, peace, happiness, gratitude, and I added on another one, oneness. And yeah, that's what it's going to be about, and how to connect with this in your life. And of course, I'll be doing appropriate music for um, each of those things. The peace music, the happiness music, the everything. So and Alexander is metaphysical psychologist, I would say. So
Is he with us? Is he with us on the call? There's an Alexander in here. Um,
I
I'm
don't.
sorry, that's Alexandra. Excuse me,
Yeah,
Alexandra.
yeah. No, he's not on this call. He's in Kazakhstan right now for
Okay.
various reasons instead of being in St. Petersburg.
Go figure.
Yeah. Um,
Well,
so
we see him in safety. We see him
yes,
having
yeah,
everything he needs in
yeah,
safety.
definitely.
Yeah.
So for me, it's so heartwarming to be able to share this with you. If it wasn't for all of you, the music would not come through beautifully. There's an inspiration there, and when I was channeling after the first piece, after the grounding piece, when I went into just channeling things, that was that was the oneness of all of you together. That was the combination of all your energies creating this beautiful musical sculpture.
I
Yeah,
could feel that. Yeah, I could feel that.
yeah. And you're all a part of it. If one of you wasn't there, it wouldn't have been the same. So thank you for being there. Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
please share with me about your November program with Alexander, and I'll pass it on.
Yes, as soon as we have the dates, definitely, I'll I'll,
Okay.
I'll do that. Would you like me to play a sign off?
Oh, yes.
This is a piece that I brought through um, because of the first time I ever went to Mount Shasta. And I was guided there by the 12 Atlanteans, actually. My wife was channeling, guided there to go there. We were guided to go there because we wanted to see light beings, meet light beings. And we actually went there and we saw these balls of light coming at us in the forest. And after I was inspired to bring this music through from there. It's the energy of the Mount Shasta and the beings there. It's actually on my latest album, which is the Silent Path 2. A lot of people know of the Silent Path, but then there's Silent Path 2 that came out 22 years later. It took me that long in personal growth to be able to bring that album through.
Oh, beautiful.
So I can play a little bit of that as
Yes,
we sign off.
please.
Okay.
Yes, please. Wow, that sure lit me up. I was born near Mount Shasta, and that energy just really lit up my cells. I feel like I'm glowing. I felt my energy body expand, my light body light up quite brilliantly during that. That was powerful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Beautiful. It's doing the magic.
It is. And Eva says, Robert, thank you. So inspiring and heartfelt. Thank you for sharing this. Yeah.
So check out my website and send me a note if you need to chat.
Oh, beautiful. I'm putting your website in the chat right now.
Okay.
And it's pretty simple. It's robertcoxon.com. Can't go wrong there.
Exactly. Exactly.
Lauren Rose says, magnifique.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things on the website, and it's in English, French, Spanish, and Russian.
Oh,
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Marie-Paul Chiver.
Shiver.
Shiver.
Yes.
Oh. Where are you from?
French, originally.
Ah
From
bon.
France. Oui.
Vous
Je
parlez
parle
français?
français. Oui.
Ah bon. And where do you live now?
I am in Arizona.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. I love Arizona. I've been all over Arizona.
Yes.
In the cactus forest there, south of Tucson, and
Yes. Mhm.
yeah, and yeah, Sedona. I've been there so many times with Cryon.
Ah, you go with Crayon. Oh my goodness. I am near Bisbee, totally south of Tucson.
right.
Yes.
Right.
Mhm.
Beautiful. We were in the desert last week, Lily and I, but not there. We were at Joshua Tree Monument,
Ah, okay. Mhm.
where it was 43 degrees.
Wow.
Faisait chaud. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you very much.
Beautiful.
Mhm.
Monica says, thank you. It was really lovely, touched my heart, and brought me back to childhood and beyond. And Naoko says, I'm going to check out your website and going to get the Silent Path 2. And Danuta from Lithuania, the one who did that reading yesterday in Lithuanian, Latvian, and Russian, says, magnificent. Thank you for the magnificent music. So, Robert, what a blessing to have you here. Thank you so much.
You.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We'll have to do this again.
Absolutely.
This was beautiful.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Yes.
very inspiring for me. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Monica.
Thank you.
I can see some of your names there.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, please do
Yeah, they're
this
far
again.
away. Yeah. So, I know we will meet again.
We will. We will.
Yes. Ah, that's good. See you. Yeah. Is that Jean or Jean? Jean.
That's Nancy that I'm seeing now.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I see. Pablo just put up the gallery one, so I can see
Okay.
lots of people.
Okay.
There's Eva McGinnis, Evelyn.
Put your cameras on so
Alexandra.
we can see you, please.
Yeah. So you can all open your mic and say something. Don't be shy. Are they allowed to do that?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So, any questions? I know we're running over time. Is that all right?
We're good. We're good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone have anything they'd like to share? Your microphone's not on. Yeah.
It was lovely, just beautiful. I just put me in another world.
Thank you.
Thank you, Rena.
That's the whole point.
Robert, I'll have to contact you. I'm a singer and I'd love to talk to you about music and light language.
Sure. Definitely. Your name is?
Okay.
I don't see your name
Lauren
there.
Rose.
You're
Lauren
Lauren
Rose.
Rose. Where are you?
I'm in Paris. I'm originally from New Orleans, but I'm in Paris.
You mean like Paris,
I was
Ontario, or Paris, France?
Paris, France.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I love Paris.
Oh, in the springtime.
Yeah.
Paris in the springtime. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Beautiful.
you.
Yeah, be in touch. Don't be shy.
Okay. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It may take a little bit because it has to. I'm just doing so many things, and my assistant gets it, and then she sends it to me, and then I forget to answer it. But not because I don't want to answer it. It just I'll do my best. Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll be persistent.
Yeah, please do. Don't be. That's what most people have to be with me.
Okay. Thank you for
Yeah.
letting me know.
Yeah, beautiful. So, everyone's so silent now. You're going to make me shy. Pablo, can you activate their names again there? Just
Naoko wants to say something. Unmute
Naoko. Oh,
yourself,
yes.
Naoko. Yes.
Hi there. That was beautiful. That was amazing. I wanted to, this is kind of, it might be kind of silly, but I pick out an angel card, an angel blessing card that Kimberly, she's the creator. And every day I pick one out. And this morning I picked this one out.
Yes, that's the one. Music.
Yeah. I have my cards just over there, but
Yeah.
the whole
Okay.
case is falling apart. They got used so much. We used to
Anyways. Huh? Go ahead.
when my daughters were very young, we used to go up to the cottage. We have a cottage on the lake, and we'd bring them up, in case it was raining, and they had so much fun with those cards. They were, they grew up in all this weird stuff that we're doing, so it wasn't different for them, So, yeah.
Great. I wanted to share that with you.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Wow, how synchronistic.
Thank you, Naoko.
Thank you for being here. Yeah. Yes.
And Robert,
Pat?
yeah, I have this,
Ah, the silent path. Yes.
yeah, and this,
Yeah, Prelude to Infinity.
and this one.
Oh, the Infinite. I love the Infinite.
Me
For
too. It's very healing when I listen to it. Very healing.
When I wrote that one, what my aim was to create like a movie score, because it sounds a bit like movie music.
Robert,
Create a
can you
movie
lean
score.
toward your piano. Lean toward your piano.
Pardon?
Lean toward your piano. Thank you.
Because I'm trying to look at my camera's in the way. There, is this better?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for telling me. Because I don't see myself on there, so I don't know I'm hanging off in the washroom or something. But when I wrote that, I wanted it to be like a movie score. When people listen to it, that it becomes the movie score for their life, so they feel it that way. Yeah, I
It's
really
very
love
healing.
that album.
Very healing. I
Thank
love
you.
it. Love your music. Thank you.
One of the pieces on there called The Bridge.
Yeah.
It has 3 sections. There's a first section which is violin and piano, and then it goes into a female voice singing, very
Yes.
beautiful voice, and then it
Yes.
goes back into the first part again, but the whole orchestra is added. The whole string orchestra is added, but that middle section, that's not what I wrote when I came into the studio to record. My engineer hired the singer, she's an amazing singer, but the music I wrote was totally out of her range. It was for someone with a much higher voice, and so I had to instantly write another piece for that middle section. So that's what came out. But it's so beautiful with her singing on it. It's
Yes, it is.
and when I'm giving workshops, I often use that piece of music when I know the people are at the point where they are wanting to connect with their sacred self, when they're ready to connect with their sacred self. And I play that, just that middle section with the female voice. Yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful album.
Yes, I love the CDs I have.
Thank
Play
you.
them a lot. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert,
Okay.
for your gifts.
You're so welcome.
Much blessings.
And I want to thank Kimberly for putting this together, for asking me. And it was sort of, things ended up being last minute because I was traveling, and I was in California, and then we went this week. We just came back last night. We went to see the whales. There's a place on the St. Lawrence River at Tadoussac, which is sort of halfway out to the ocean, where they tell me it's the best place in the world to see whales and to see so many different whales. We probably saw six, 7 different types of whales there, and we probably saw different types. We probably said 20, 30 whales. Yeah, it was just everywhere. And so we just rushed back here and put this together for today, but I'm glad we rushed back and did this. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, Kimberly.
It's an honor. It's an honor.
Yeah, and Kimberly and I go back almost to the beginning. My first, when I didn't even have CDs, I had cassettes.
Yeah. And your girls were young. They were children.
They were little children. Yeah, they really
Girls
were.
were children. Yeah.
Yeah. Now they're out in the world. And
you had that studio in the basement.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that. But you know the interesting thing of that studio? You know what the address was? 440.
Oh, nice.
Now, we talk about, a lot of people talk about, the tuning of a piano, and so many people are saying, oh, but now it should be 432. They're talking about the different tuning. And people say, is yours at 432? And I say, no. Why not? Because it works at 440. For me, it works at 440. And why change it if so many people are getting healed with the music? Why put it at something else,
and
for now?
The world is in agreement the music world is in agreement at 440. If you change the tuning, then
yeah, and it's it's the 440 44. That's an 8. That's we're talking master numbers there.
Right.
What I might do sometime is an experiment. Send out to maybe to you people. Send out 2 versions of 3 different pieces with the different tunings, the 432 and the 440, and not tell you which is which, and ask people, what's your favorite? And we'll see, do we need to go to 432? It complicates things, but we can do it, Yeah. So.
Right idea.
Oh, thank you so much, Robert. What a blessing.
Yes. I want to thank Pablo too. He's always there for me. This guy is amazing. And he's also, what would I call him? A spiritual coach. And he's the best. I go to him. Yeah. He's just so wonderful and powerful.
Oh,
and he's the new energy, the new energy that's coming in. Thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank all of you for being you. Yeah. When I was in California and I went out in the desert and I hugged a rock, they have giant rocks in Joshua Tree Monument. They're like the size of your house. And you hug them. You don't hug the trees there because the trees there are Joshua trees. And they look like a cross between a regular tree and a cactus. And you don't really want to hug a cactus to get information,
Long needles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So I got that message there, and then we took 2 days at a spa, and I got in the mineral baths, and the message came through again from my guides, and I'll tell you this because maybe it'll help all of you too. they emphasize the fact of be the real Robert. Don't be the false ego. And then they said something like this. Generally for people, when you let go of the ego, you become very healthy to start with. Because there's no more victim there. You know? So just always aim, and that's what the music's aiming to do, to help you open up to who you really are. And we're always so much more than we realize. Yeah, we're so much greater than we realize. Yeah. That's all of us. So, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for being you. Thank you for being me, because we're all one. Yeah. Beautiful.
And thank you for giving us this beautiful opportunity to experience that oneness, Robert.
Yeah, you're welcome. Kimberly, I'm going to send you another piece of music that's not
Okay.
it's not really out there. We Are the Children of Light.
Oh.
Okay?
Oh, yes.
And you can send that out to all your people.
Okay.
How's that?
Oh, that's fabulous. Thank you. Thank you.
Another happy piece.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Our rosary is for the children of light, so that's just absolutely perfect.
I know.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Oh, what a
Thank you.
blessing, Robert. I appreciate you so much. I'm so honored to be your friend.
Well, likewise here.
And thank you, everyone, for joining us here for this most incredible experience together.
Muchas gracias. Merci.
Thank you. Merci.
Yeah. Spasibo. Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hasta luego.
Thank you.
Hasta luego.
Encore un morceau.
Oh.
Merci.
See, you're all so beautiful. So I hope to hear from you. And if you want your own music brought through, check out what is it called? The Soul Masterpiece. Sorry, went blank. Check that out on the website. Waves of love to all of you.
Same to you, Jean. Thank you.
Robert.
Thank you.
You.
Bye.